right, so I pulled up to the headquarters. This video is about social media strategy in specific. All of it's free. Never buy a course on this shit. It is all out there. I'm dropping some sauce in this video. So, first thing I do when I get to the office, fucking electrolytes, boys. Get your waters in. You're smoking blinkers, carts, ganja before bed, and you're waking up as crusty as SpongeBob. Drink some fucking electrolyte. Fruits as well. So I make a little to-do list. You guys would have seen how I lay that out in the morning. Super important, especially like me. I have so much random shit I have to do in a day. If I didn't have a to-do list, fuck, nothing would get done. You need a sense of progress. Okay, I'm not going to steal credit for this philosophy. This is Alex Hormozi. He says the first 4 hours of your day, or however long you can sacrifice, should be strictly for getting your name out there. Now, what does that mean? Posting content, short form, YouTube, etc. You might be thinking in your head, Gilly, you're more known than me. Why do you have this philosophy? If I didn't have this philosophy, and if I thought like that, you just stay stagnant. You don't get better. I treat every day like not a single person out there knows me. And that drives me to just push videos out there, innovate, make better videos. You have to start every day like this. So what we're trying to do this month is 3 short forms a day. So when I come in, so I have 2 editors in-house. Obviously you don't have this, so you're gonna have to work either longer or more efficient. We're going for 3 short forms a day. 1 video each on each TikTok, and all the different videos we make for each TikTok will all be put onto my Instagram. We're doing a heavy push on Instagram this month. So the focus is Instagram first, and we disperse them across TikTok. Now, how do I come up with ideas? Super simple. Start making a saved folder on Instagram and make sure you organize it. So I have a saved folder for brand content, what other brands are doing, how I can implement it, put it into the blank clothing and change it into my style. I also have one for personal videos. So that could just be regular fashion content, like more rep related content, just informational based content. What is working for other people? How can I do it myself? For me, I do this on Instagram. I think Instagram is so much better than TikTok. I still can't figure TikTok out. Like, I think I know it all one month, then the next month views are so down, I can't get it. Instagram seems to be more consistent with, if you strategize right, it will end up being a very big video. So Instagram, do not do hashtags. Just optimize the video. So captions, that helps the AI really categorize your video. If it's the clothing niche, you want to essentially just help the AI or the algorithm categorize your video super fast so it can start getting pushed out quicker. If you don't do this, it has no clue where to push the video to, and it will fuck the views up. Now, I said no hashtags before. Super important. Just make the caption on your video, describe the video. Also look at what other people are doing in your niche. For example, one of the videos we did that got over 1 million views, it was a video about room decor. So I just looked up room decor and I just copied the caption I just sort of blended the captions from the top 5 videos. So everything over 500k views, I copied the captions and what they put in the video, words they put in the video, and there you go. It blew up. So yeah, you want to essentially use captions to summarize it, captions in the video to help it categorize it. Yeah, and also in the description of the video. So describe what's in the video. The reason you do this as well, so like Reddit, Meta is now listing videos on search terms. So another thing I haven't done yet, which I will start doing, is you can look up common questions people ask for your niche. For example, blank clothing. People might be on Google looking, what's the best blank clothing supplier? So you optimize your videos so that it shows up on the search recommendation as well. So even if your video doesn't blow up, if it ranks highly on the Google search results, it will in turn get views coming in. And that's why I fucking hate TikTok. I'm gonna be straight up. I just hate it because I don't understand it fully yet. I haven't worked it out over all these years. It's always changing. On TikTok, videos can go 2 ways. Blows up in the first like 10 hours and then it will get 0 views. It just drops off because they're not doing anything that helps in the search terms that like Meta is. So it will just fall off a cliff. The other thing that's been happening is the opposite of that recently. We've had videos get like under 1,000 views in the first 24 hours. We'll check a week later and it's at 100k views. I don't know what's going on. Instagram, it seems to be like if it's a good video and it's gonna blow up, it's like a slow increase up and then it will just go up like that. TikTok, it's like that and then it will just go like that. And it seems Instagram shows all the videos to followers. And I'm talking like today, I've found it's okay, touch wood. However, on TikTok, if the first group of 5 monkeys don't interact with your video, it just banishes it to the shadow realms. Maybe you guys that understand TikTok more, hit my DMs, hit the Discord. I want to know what your strategies are, but implement those, guys. To summarize that, treat every day like no one knows you, get your name out there. It's a lot easier to sell stuff if people like you. If you're young and you want to start like a clothing brand or sell things, don't sell things first, make a personal brand first. But I'm not going to get into the personal brand shit because that's been talked about endlessly. Let's knock out these short forms. I'm going to show you how I edit them. Lego. This is my short form editing workflow. The goal here, be as fast as possible while maintaining quality. I'm going to go over my export settings, presets. So yeah, Premiere Pro and Photoshop. You're going to need them, unfortunately. I'm sure you can use other ones, but this is what I use. Sequence settings. Boom, here are my sequence settings. I'll record in 50 FPS. Not recommended. I will downscale to 30 FPS when I export. 4K, vertical 19:6. And the only other things you want to change is QuickTime and Apple ProRes Lite. Make sure those two are checked. Maximum render and maximum bit depth, do not check. It's not necessary. Filmed in 4K. People say the short form downscale with the Edits app, which I may go through in another video, will let you literally export in 4K and not compress it. Do not copy these settings for TikTok. You will come out looking like it's come out of a toaster. If anyone's got the best TikTok settings, please help me, because the camera that I use is so high quality. When it goes onto TikTok, it just doesn't know what to do with the information. All these zoom ins are all presets. If you guys want me to make a preset pack, I can probably cook one up. So you can see here, it's sort of got the adjustment layer at the top with the zoom in, and it also zooms in the text in the same way. It gives like a sort of 3D effect. We've got the blur ins there. You can see on you to where blanks just looks really good, very engaging in the middle, and then it's just very snappy. I'm not too big on sound effects. You can see down here, I just tested out 2 little click sound effects. I'm not one of those guys that's adding like horns and shit the whole video. It's not me. Apparently it works better. You can let me know if you do that. Just a lot of text presets just to save time. Another one as well when you're using Premiere, free game right here. I only just found out about this yesterday. Highlight the whole clip, make sure the audio and the text is highlighted. Go to text, go to transcript, click this little button here, pauses, transcribe, and then it will see, you see here, it highlights all the dead space. Click delete, make sure it's on extract, delete all. Oh, I might have, and then boom, you zoom in here and look, it's fully cut the video up. I just saved you about half an hour. You need to do that. And then I'm going to go over my export settings very, very quickly. Export at the top, source in and out, obviously title it correctly, set the preset to match source high adaptive bitrate. Now you've got match source there. Make sure it's in the 4K. If you record in 1080p, do not do 4K either. Don't upscale, only downscale. When you see frame rate here, I drop it to 30. I just find it will dramatically drop the file size. It will still look almost like 50 FPS. It doesn't give any sort of shadowing or blurring. You do tick these ones. People say you don't need to check the top one. I would check both. Hardware encoding. Then here, very important, go from main to high. 6K. If you record in 4K, you want it to be put on 6 down here. If you record in 1080p, I would have it around 5. VBR 1 pass, and I put it to 100. People say do 2 pass. It compresses because my camera is so high quality. It compresses it to high held. It's too much information. It tries to optimize it. It doesn't work. Trust me, I have sat here for fucking hours. This is what works for me. It might not work for you. I don't change audio. Do not upload directly to any social media platforms. It will compress both ways. What I do, I export this. I use Google Drive. From Google Drive, I'll download it to my phone. Then from Camera Roll, I put it into the Edits app, export it 4K, 30 FPS. That's how you keep quality right to the finish line. It looks crispy. Bonus tips for Instagram as well. When exporting from Edits to Instagram, you want to be on a very good Wi-Fi connection. I wouldn't do it on data. I found data just seems to have worse quality. Adding as much text to your video as possible will help Instagram and short form categorize what this video is. When I said as well, you want to add a lot of description to your video as well, helping categorize the video a lot faster. The more information you give short form platforms like Instagram, the quicker it will push it to certain people. One mistake I did on one of my brand posts is I just did a drop date. Look, the AIs are smart, the algorithm's smart, but it needs help. So give it as much help as possible. You know, you spend all this time editing your videos. Why not at the finish line, make sure you have the maximum quality and also make sure it has the maximum potential to reach the people you want it to see. So we've crushed out the 3 short form videos. One's very special and specific, and I'll show you guys that in a second. So we showed off some samples in one of the videos, and then another one is like a rep news video. They seem to do good on TikTok. They're the only videos I can seem to get consistency on. Just sit down, talk, that's all. Okay, so we'll come over here. So we've done a left field Instagram upload here. We've done the best export settings for images. So I guess the correlation is some of my followers might post fit pics or they have brands and they want to show off the clothing in the best way possible. So I made a little Instagram video here going over the best settings I use. So here it is here. Very simple little edit. If you guys want me to drop some sort of editing pack, let me know, free of course. I can easily do that for you. Of course, edit in Premiere. So the reason this video is special is I'm sure you guys are sick of seeing it on Instagram. I'm not going to pretend like I'm the world's first to do this. We have been doing it for a long time though, and it does work. So the 2 videos we've got around 1 million views on have been using this one feature, and it's called ManyChat. Not sponsored. I'm far from it. I'm actually sort of a ManyChat hater because it got me banned for a little bit, which I'll go into in a second. So ManyChat, there's so many tutorials out for this. This is another one. This video is more for editing in specific, learning that skill and teaching you guys how to do that. This one can be for another video. Also, let me know if you want to see how to use ManyChat for clothing in specific. So we've been using ManyChat for many months. So this is the video funnel here. So if I go, so essentially on Instagram, we've got the best export settings with the little arrow going down. So this here will force people to scroll into the description. Hopefully this gets them to watch the video over and over and over again. In here, we've also got I've got to optimize, so it helps the search engine, hopefully ranking me higher. In this video, you say a keyword, mine is fix, and when someone types fix in the comment section, it'll send them this little page here, which I'm going to set live now. This is a very, very basic automation. It's simple as it gets. So you set on post reply, any post or reel. So include these keywords, fix, that's the keyword, and then we've got multiple replies here. So I don't usually do this, and this is why. We had one of the videos blow up, and I was sending out too many of the same auto reply, and Instagram seems to flag it as spam. So I'm letting them rip again. We'll see if I get banned again. I got banned for 13 days for DMing, or I couldn't type on Instagram. I couldn't look at stories. It was fucked. I called up the Indian tech support and they said, even though ManyChat is advertised as partnered with Meta, apparently they talk with Meta every single week. These guys in India had no clue about ManyChat and they said, you're an idiot for using bots. Even though it's advertised, whatever the fuck his name is, the Meta CEO came out, did a podcast gassing up ManyChat, and here I am getting banned for it. I sent out about 10,000 DMs in 24 hours and I got banned. And it does happen, so be careful with this auto reply. It seems to be from this. I don't know what happened. Hopefully they fixed it. So the video funnel, essentially, they reply, and then you do the auto reply. This just absolutely boosts the metrics through the roof. Inside Meta's TOS, they say it is engagement farming, even though they allow it, so fuck knows what's going on there. So that comment fix, they get a full description of this. If you do something else, you could upsell people on the product. Like if you do, this isn't my niche, so I'm not trying to upsell anyone on like my fucking LUT pack or VFX pack. But if you were in that niche, you would upsell them here because they're in the DMs. You say, I gave you this for free. Here's my paid whatever. That's not me though. Now, automations, a brand new one here is this one here, say hi to followers. Now this one, I need you guys to, all of you do this. ManyChat fucking sponsor me. I'm gassing you up right now. But this feature is a new one. And oh my God, it is kind of predatory in a way, but use it to your advantage. So we've just made this one public. So go to automation, say our new followers. I've used this. So essentially if someone wants the spreadsheet link, they have to follow and then they get the link. We've already got 18 sends. I put this up 40 minutes ago. So that's how you boost your followers instantly. If you run a clothing brand, you can get techie with it. So I'm going to go over this quickly, not how we set it up, just how it's laid out. So we've got the randomizer here, ABC. So if someone clicks the button, they get one of these 3 messages all at random. And you can see the click-through rates, deliveries. It's crazy. So if you're on a clothing brand, if someone clicks follow. You can DM them saying, hey, drop your email, here's a coupon code. You collect emails that way. If you've got any offer and you want followers, you can use this to boost your followers. Like, I think using this, I'll get back to you on the stats, it's going to boost the followers ridiculous. But I would use it more for if you run a clothing brand or have a product, service. This is a tool you have to use. And TikTok doesn't have any of this, by the way. And boys, the biggest plus to this is any engagement that's going on in your DMs counts as a metric, which means Instagram sees, shit, people are staying on this guy's profile for X amount of time. You'll see that in your dashboard. It'll spike. If people are sitting in your DMs all day just doing commands and going through funnels, that counts as engagement. So that boosts your profile even more. When we had a crazy funnel going a couple months ago, the engagement went to 999K in like 10 hours. It was unbelievable. I think we're flying too close to the sun with Instagram. But use this one to your advantage, guys, and let me know if you want me to go in detail next video on how I set these up. All right, fellas, peep game and lock the fuck in. So I'm going to do a brief tutorial on how you can set up an email collecting system on Instagram via the DMs using trigger words. There's way better tutorials out there on the internet. I know I keep saying this, but I want you guys to tell me if you want me to go more in depth with it. I don't know what you guys are trying to build and start. So I'll always revisit these things as we go down the line and as I get better at it. So this funnel here is for email collecting. As you build up to a drop date, like we are on the 28th, if you want to build out your email list, this is probably the best way to do it using ManyChat. Now, I don't have TikTok Shop in Australia, so we are forced to do these measures. Apparently, it's a stat out there that Instagram users are far more valuable than other platforms. Like they are ready to buy, sign up, do certain things. So I would say this is the best way to do it. Also doing this saves you a lot of headache. So this is the funnel here. Super, super basic. You guys could probably do a better one than this. So ignore the trigger words. These are not public, but you essentially set a keyword on the video. I can also leave a download link to this funnel in my Discord as well. So yeah, to put it simply, they comment a trigger word. I've just set it as 1 because this will be a promo video for the $1 drop. Make it a very simple word like $1. Don't make it a word. Don't make it sentences. One simple word. Set the automated replies, which I went over briefly before. I don't recommend doing it, but if you want more engagement, you can risk it. I'm risking it. So, hey, I did run a test. That's why there's a weird keyword there. It does work. So yeah, just do a simple one. Want access to the clothing drop to share your email with us. First 10 orders are $1. Tap here, they tap there. Awesome. I'm going to rephrase this to type your email because they might be looking for a box. You want to make it as easy as possible. Walk them through it. Do not make it hard for people. Now, there's a few things you can do at the end of this. You add a tag. Very simple. You just add an action, add tag, and then make a tag a certain keyword. So then, which I'll show in a second, so you can easily see who signed up for it. And you're not signing people up that don't want to be signed up. You got to be very careful. You can also do things if the person doesn't put their email, you can like annoy them. This is also a bad look too. You want it depends how aggressive you want to be with it. And the final one, you send them a message. That was just a copy and pasted off the internet. You can make that way better. I would take the emojis out of it. Emojis in the DMs. Spamming them is a crazy look too. You want to make it as professional and as like authentic as possible. Also, another one I've seen people use is they will initiate conversations like, for example, this trigger word could start a natural conversation. If you don't have many customers or a big following, you should be doing that. If you can, spend the time, talk to people, then collect an email or then push them to an offer or whatever. For me, we already have a massive email list. It isn't possible. I try to. It's not possible though. So do it until it's not possible. Honestly, if you do it the first way, talking to them naturally, you'll get way better results than I will. Let's say 1 out of 10 people actually put an email in. You might get 10 out of 10 because you took the time out to spend with them and explain what you're doing. So there you add the tag and then you guys let me know in the comment section, is there a way to automatically input this into Shopify? I haven't found a way yet. We have to do it manually, which is going to be a pain. So when you add the tag, you come over to contacts and this is my editor here. So we've tested these other tags too here, entered giveaway lead. You can do this for a bunch of different things, but you see email, add email to Shopify tag there. And then it will have their email at the bottom. You just highlight it, copy and paste, go to Shopify, put it in the profile there and boom, you signed up a customer. And you can do this in any way you want. Fellas, Fellas, we have had an absolute breakthrough on the email collecting. So the goal leading up to the drop date on the 28th is to collect as many emails as possible through these three main methods. Short form videos, like you've seen on Instagram, TikTok, long form behind the scenes, like YouTube. When you guys are launching a product, you want to have a big run up, not obviously too long where the first people that sign up forget about it, a perfect runway. So we've been doing this for about 2 weeks now heavily, and I'm starting to really ramp it up. Now, what's the breakthrough we've just had? Well, let me tell you. Now, ignore the nose strip. I know. But he puts on a fucking nose strip and starts collecting emails like it's nobody's business. Let's have a look at this. So to get people to sign up, you have to have one, a good product. Second, have a good offer. Now, what was my offer? I'm willing to lose a shit ton of money. I'm lucky I can. You guys would have seen the offer. The first 10 orders are going to be able to check out for $1. That's a very good offer. Also, a little bonus tip, never do zero. And why do you never do zero? If you run an ad saying zero, free, giveaway, anything, Meta will flag the ads. They might still allow the ad, but it's going to heavily decrease the reach. Also, when you're posting short form videos, never say giveaway, never say free, same keywords. The platforms will heavily penalize you for it. Your video will literally get 3 views. Trust me, I've tried. It used to work, it doesn't anymore because obviously a lot of giveaways are fake, scams, whatever. I get why they did it. So skirt the lines. $1, $5, you can say at no cost. Look through Reddit. There's a bunch of threads that go over this in detail. I'm just regurgitating stuff. I've edged you for long enough. What is the breakthrough? So I'm going to pop the video up on screen now. The second offer I'm doing is trying to get people to wear the brand. Now, full disclaimer, the first offer we're doing, first 10 orders, that is not, I promise you, it is an actual thing. I'm sure brands say that and they don't actually do it. When you see the drop day, I'll show the Shopify and you'll see 10 people check out for $1. I'll make sure to document that so I fully understand why people think that would be fake. So I'm already going to be sending care packages of the blanks to my friends, whether they have a following or don't. I was doing that anyway. So I thought, how could I get the audience in on this? So I made that video saying we need people to rock our brand using ManyChat, which I just showed you. They comment the keyword, it sends them a text message, they click a button. They click that button, it'll say input your email. They'll drop their email. Then you add a tag, add it to the contact list. Once they're in the contact list, you can literally download it as a CSV, copy everyone's information. I know some of you are thinking that's kind of crazy. I'm on the fence. I promise I will actually be doing this offer. I will send people out items to rock for free. I posted that video 30 minutes ago and we already have about 200 new emails. We've had the email sign up for about a week prior to this video you're seeing, and we probably have about 400 emails already. This is another 300 we've got from 30 minutes on one video. That is unbelievable. Copy that formula, guys. Please actually follow through on your offer. I gave you the source, so actually follow through for your followers. You copy that, run with it, do what you want with it, change it, do it into your own style. That is some fucking game. No, I don't sell a course, even though I have a nose strip on. I'm the type of motherfucker to buy a course and leak all the information. The only thing I'm selling is actual items. We're not selling courses over here. Also, strategy, which I'll start with, how I come up with ideas, how you can come up with ideas, and how you can start getting really good ideas right now. Grab your phone, and I want you to change this little mindset when you're scrolling social media. Rather than just fucking doom scrolling, that's fine. Have at least a portion of your scrolling turned into productive scrolling. Let me explain. The people coming up and the kids of this day and age are going to go down 2 paths. On social media, you're either going to get siphoned or you're going to create. This is what you want to do. You need to be on the other end of that. You can't be getting siphoned and mindlessly scrolling and not creating if you want to create. You need to look at everyone's content. Why is that good? And how can I implement that? I have 2 Instagram accounts. My main one follows a lot of rep related stuff and fashion content, just that basic thing. Then on the blanks account, I just follow all brands. Also follow guys that show you how to do the best render settings, best editing, so I can see how to upgrade the videos to make them look really good and see what other brands are doing to get engagement, what's working for them, and just copy and paste. So like I said, you create that saved folder, have categories, use them for your ideas. Do I write scripts for my video? No. If I write scripts for videos, they come out like a robot's reading it. I could probably get more views if I did script. I prefer not to. I've done it for so long. I'll think of an idea and I'll just say it into the camera. I know how to edit it a certain way. Premiere Pro, very optimal for basic editing and it does what I need it to do. I'll leave you with this, so listen up, it's very important. You can do all the methods I just did, consume as much short form, get all the information, all the tips, all the hacks. If you don't post, you will never know. Fuck all the advice I just gave you. You just need to post. Once you start posting daily, the most important data is looking at your videos, your data, and seeing what worked, what didn't. I try to post 3 times a day. What is that? 90 videos a month. That is 90 entries of data I can look back on and rework, remake, tweak. Another one as well, you need to try shit. Don't try to just optimize all the time. If you sit there optimizing all the time, you're not going to take risky gambles and possibly get a good video. You need videos to hit 500 views, 300 views, 0 views. You need to know that. That is just as important as a good video. I'm gonna be honest, fellas, you have no time to waste. As I see each day go on, people are getting better at social media. If you had all the information I just told you 5 years ago, you would be Bezos. Look, if an idiot like me has all the information, everyone's got the information. It's going to get only more competitive. It's honestly getting too optimized. Everyone's trying to hack the algorithms. Everyone is trying just as hard as me, if not harder. So you got to start posting before it gets even harder. And if you're starting from zero, lucky for you, followers do not matter. I've got TikToks with 900K, 30K, and the ones with more followers get less views. It's a good time to start posting. Let me know what you want to see in the next video. Drop a like. Sub. I got a lot more videos coming, a lot more sauce I want to give you guys. The next video should be more Shopify related. If you want to talk to me, join the Discord, top link in the description, and the drop is on the 28th. Sign up, and who knows, you could check out for $1. I love you guys. Peace.